Favorite thing to be is skinny. And I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is another popular influencer being called out. So there's this popular influencer on TikTok by the name Slim Kim, and she wanted to come online to talk about how her most favorite thing to be is being slim, and how one of her biggest fear is not being slim. And she went on to really talk about the weight issues about it, which is a very short video, but this video has gotten a lot of people talking because some people are saying that why is she online trying to brag about her privilege of being slim, trying to put fat people down and all that. I'm doing the quote not in mockery of fat people, but what people are saying, just to put fat people down and that she's fat phobic. Da, 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 da. People are having this conversation. Why? Like, some people are here for it. Some people are like, they don't care. Like, do you should be able to embrace whatever body you're in. And yeah, it's just the conversation started. So anyway, let's go check out that video and let me know if there's anything wrong with what she said and how she said it. Let me know if you see anything wrong with it, but let's go check it out and then we'll come back and talk more.
Favorite thing to be is skinny. And I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be. And this is just for me personally. This is all personal to me. But I just wanted to say it out loud because honestly, it's all I think about. It's all I think about.
Okay. So let me know what you think about what she said down in the comment section. What are your thoughts? This has gotten a lot of people talking and has struck the conversation of how slim people are trying to talk down on fat people, and how people that have the pretty privilege, they try to talk down on people that don't. I personally, I have a lot to talk about this standard of beauty, what beauty is. I have a lot to say, but let me know what you think about what she said down in the comment section, okay? So let's go hear people's thoughts on this and then we'll come back and talk more.
With this Slim Kim shit, I feel like it's the tone. Like, you can still celebrate yourself and not have pick-me energy. And as skinny people, like, we have a privilege that we need to, like, recognize. You can't just be saying anything.
I'm not mad at what Slim Kim said. I have been thick my whole life. Okay. I mean, even my baby picture when I came out the womb, I had chubby cheeks. I have been thickiana. I've been plus size. I have been back and forth between size 16 to 20 all 30-something years of my life. I used to shop at the Husky section when I had to buy new Catholic school clothes. I never could go to no other section. It was always tall and Husky. I don't think I've ever been a size 8 or a 10. Like, I just never had those days. And then in 2022, I lost 50 pounds and I saw how people treated me because I was on top of my stuff. My dad died in 2023 and I lost my mind because I was drinking wine every day, eating shrooms, and getting high every day, morning, during my lunch break, and at night. I gained all that weight back. And my favorite drug of choice was food. And let me tell you, I would do anything to go back to that side. So I'm not mad at what she had to say. I can't wait to join the club too.
My favorite thing to be is skinny. I fear you cannot say that out loud, but it is my favorite thing to be, and it is my favorite fear to not be. This is just for me personally. It's all I think about.
Oof. Okay, so this is insane. First of all, you can say whatever you want out loud. That doesn't mean that you won't sound stupid as heck when you say it. If your favorite thing about yourself is that you're skinny, like, I really worry about your mental health, your self-esteem, your physical health. And saying, like, I'm just saying this about me personally is not a defense to say something super obscene and half-baked. If the word slim is in your username, you don't need to hold a press conference to say that you like being skinny. Like, we already know. Making a video for shock value and for skinny people to chime in saying, I love being skinny too. Like, that's ultimately so harmful and very weird. If she had said, like, I've always been skinny and in the Black community, like, that's not the beauty standard, but I love myself and that includes me being skinny, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, me too. But that isn't what she said. It's kind of giving Heather Gay saying that body positivity is a big lie and it's better to be skinny after hitting the Ozempic pen harder than Jen Shaw hit her. I think it's a scary, spooky time, and I don't think we should go around saying things that are just, like, unserious, make everything a joke because they have real consequences. I'm a rather thin person. I've always been a rather thin person, and my jaw dropped watching this. I kind of knew she was going to post something crazy like this when she got on the app the first time she blew up and said that the key to getting big was to press play and just speak at the camera and say the first thought that popped into your head. But this video was not it.
Someone's favorite thing to be is skinny and their least favorite thing to be is not skinny, let them have it. But trust that the world is going to hold them to that. If the confidence that you exude is sourced and rooted in a very surface level privilege attribute about yourself, that is why people will like you. Your confidence is shiny. People gravitate towards it. But most of that surface level stuff is fleeting or largely very unfulfilling in like a deep spiritual, actual, meaningful way. So when it does go away, then what? And also, you can still be skinny and hate yourself. I don't know if people know that, but like you can be physically attractive and like still not like yourself. One of my favorite quotes comes from Meghan Markle. She actually had a podcast. It was really good a couple years ago. She said that her mother had told her that it was far more important for her to focus less on being physically attractive and more on being interesting. And I would add to that as women that we should be more focused on being good people and being interesting people than we should on our physical appearance. When your confidence is rooted in your character, you will attract people who actually like you for you. And when you yourself are feeling shaky, feeling unsure, they will remind you of who you are, hold you up to the standard of you instead of some unrealistic, dangerous, and sometimes unattainable beauty standard that is actually really harmful. So let's just remember what it means to actually say that your favorite thing about yourself is that you're skinny. And like what that does for yourself. Okay?
Loudly proclaiming that you enjoy being skinny and not understanding the pushback that you receive as a result, like really just indicates to me that you really just have no self-awareness and you probably are a very inconsiderate person about the people around you. No shade. No shade. We shouldn't have to like come up with all these different scenarios of like the ways that different people who hold like privilege in society wielding those same ideas and stances on their own like identities. Like by all means, like you are allowed to feel however you feel about yourself, but to not understand how that happens to exist within the space that is society and how that can impact the people around you and to not give a fuck, it does speak a lot about who you are as a person. If a white person is running around saying, oh my God, love being white. Being white is so fun. Like I get so many privileges. It's just all I think about. I just want to like make sure I stay out the sun so I can stay white. We would think that was a weird ass person. Be so fucking for real. It's really not rocket science. And I'm seeing people like, oh, like I don't understand why people are so mad. It's like, it's because y'all are also very inconsiderate people. And I'm going to say it plainly because I know a lot of people are going to dress it up in a lot of theory and language and all that other jazz, but I don't got to do that. Y'all are just, and frankly, part of why we are in the shit show of a mess that we are in as a society now is because so many of y'all are so selfish and incapable of seeing how your actions are impacting other people's actions and their actions are impacting you. Y'all have your heads square up your, and I will say it plainly, even if it's not like favorable, but like, yeah, it's not nice. And as much as you want to make it about like it just being about your own personal feelings about yourself, it's not, because you're proclaiming it proudly to the world. What does that for you? 1 + 1, 2. That's all I'm saying. Good night.
If Slim Kim was Big Kim and she was unattractive and fat and said, I love being big. I love it. I embrace it. This is what I love to be. Would y'all be mad? Because I don't think so. No. I don't think that women who are not plus size would be bothered by a woman who is bigger saying, I love being bigger. I embrace being big, whatever it might be. Women have a problem with a woman who is attractive to them, intimidating to them, and very much in shape. So it is if you are a small woman, I've talked about this before, and you embrace being skinny and in shape and being a small frame, people make you feel like you can't speak about that. Monique's whole career was about being a big woman and making skinny bees feel like they wasn't worth nothing. So the fact that women are upset and calling her names because she's saying that me personally, she made it I like to be skinny. And I ain't mad at her. I love the shape that I am and I want to maintain my weight. But again, it's very hypocritical when it comes to how women perceive other women. Okay.
I used to think people would come on this app with the intention of misunderstanding others, but it's becoming increasingly apparent to me that it's not intentional. It really is a lack of critical thinking, listening, reading skills across the board. And we can see this outlined with like the new studies coming out about high schoolers not being able to read full books anymore. I think it's all related. It's like if it's not explicitly stated out loud, y'all can't infer that it's still present. I think part of the problem is that lots of folks are trying to assume intent, and that is an issue. I don't think we should be assuming anybody's intent when anybody says anything. That said, though, being able to read between the lines and think critically about implications that are present when folks are speaking, it doesn't have to be their intention. It doesn't have to be their intention in order for it to be present. I'm scared. Are y'all not scared?
I seen that girl Slim Kim post about her, saying that she loved being slim. She part of the slim crew and come from somebody that grew up very fit, very athletic, very, very fine. You know what I'm saying? Always had body. And then I got fat, chubby. Oh, hated it. That was a different kind of depression. And that was a different kind of depression that I've experienced in my life. Still currently, getting down to size due to health issues, but still been a big not fun. I don't ever want that for anybody. I tell my niece all the time, she's 17. Her best friend, I said, baby, don't get fat. Keep them shapes. As soon as you feel a little bit of weight up on that back, on that stomach, on them legs, cut the carbs, cut all the fried foods, and get your ass in the gym. Because being fat for me, it's heavy, it's hot, it's uncomfortable. It's like you live in, because like I said, I've always been fit. So being bigger, I hate the way my clothes fit. I hate the way that it just looks. I just said, oh no. So Slim Kim, girl, I get you. I don't blame you. I was a fit girly growing up, very athletic, always in shape, was a gym girly, and now that I'm a little bit older and bigger, it's not. I don't want it. Y'all, no.
If you're fat, you're fat. How are y'all mad at Slim Kim for saying her favorite thing to be is skinny? Me too. Never want to be big. I remember literally saying, dang, I've always been built like a track star. I wish I had a little bit of weight on me so I could be one of them girls in the gym that went from like a big old tumbling weight to something skinny. You have something to look forward to. I remember I said that. Then I started to realize, oh my gosh, trying to lose weight is harder than putting it on. Hell no. I do not want to know what it feels like to be walking and to be out of breath. I don't want to know what it's like to have to pick up skin to shower. I don't want to know what it's like to be so big that when I'm walking, it look like I'm knock-kneed. I don't want that. Neither does Slim Kim. She never said anything about big people, but big people are taking offense to it. Sounds like the shoe fit. People love this, oh, you're being fat phobic. She never said anything about fat people. She just said she loved being slim. Duh. People treat you a little bit better when you smaller. True. Hello, somebody. True. They do. And being big don't mean that you're unhealthy, right? That's just not the look that she wants. Neither do I. And a lot of us don't want that look. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't rather be small and healthy rather than big and healthy. Duh. That's a lot to carry around.
It's a creator on here, and her name is Slim Kim, and she made a video talking about how she loves being skinny bad. Like, she needs it. And there's a lot of discourse going on. Depending on what side of TikTok you're on, there's a lot of discourse about, whether what she said was right, what she said was fair. Like, people have a bunch of opinions on it. And I just want to say, child, don't let that mental cage catch you like a rat on the highway, okay? Don't let that mental cage, let me say it again, catch you like a rat on the highway. She can have her feelings, right? Has nothing to do with me. In fact, I think that there's nothing that she's saying that is revolutionary, right? being skinny comes with privileges in society. Being white comes with privileges in society. Being racially ambiguous comes with privileges in society. We know this. We know this. We are aware. Stop letting that cage entrap you. We know it. You know the physical body that you are in. You see the physical space that you take up. Focus on that. Focus on that. Focus on being in that space. Focus on looking at your body, being content with your body, being appreciative of your body, and choosing to love it every single day. Find something about yourself that you like, even just one thing to start with, and then go from there. To continuously keep looking around, talking about how, trying to find the mold that you have to fit in order to be a functioning member of society, in order to be an appreciative, like, I need us to not do this. I need us to not do this, because how we are walking into cages, mental cages, and not, you can see it, but you're not seeing it. Or am I making sense? Like, please, her feelings, her wants, her desires, they are, I'm sure, justified by her life experience, by society. Okay, let's not act like there's privilege in many realms and circles. Like, please, I don't even have time to break it down. I'm not even here to talk about all of the vocabulary I can pull out to discuss the systems of oppression. No, I'm literally just here to say, let what she said be what she said. It doesn't have to shift anything about how you view yourself and how you value yourself. It shouldn't, actually. I'm here to yell at you and tell you that it should not. It should not. I understand and recognize that there are systems in place to hurt, oppress, deny service to people who are not a size zero. Like, I understand that. I fully understand that. Still, I'm saying, choose to love yourself. Choose to block out noise that feels like it'll be detrimental to your mental health, how you sustain your body. Girl, make a choice, especially if you've grown. Make a choice. It's not everyday discourse. It's not every day you have to be, let in. And she can have her feelings. I truly believe that if that is what she desires, me personally, every day I wake up and I want to be a stallion. I am, thankfully, but I want to be a stallion. I said, oh, thick and fine like wine, but that's me. And there's nothing that an outside force can come and tell me about my body, because I have made a choice to actively love it, to actively appreciate it, to see the value. So you can't tell me shit. And I encourage you to feel the same about yourself. Please. Watch a queen cage. Please. Do you realize that your body is not a trend? Oh, your body is not a trend. That is the physical space that you are going to be in until the day that you die. Sure. Learn to love it. Or at least appreciate her. Have something unshakable about you. I'm being so deadly serious. Stop letting trends and things that are coming in, BBL this, skinny body that, stop letting that permeate into you to the point where it's shaking you. You have nothing to stand on. Can you have some like, what is the word for that? Girl, just be unshakable. What does it matter what is trending? Aren't you the shit regardless? Right.
So these are people's thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. So with the whole back and front in this conversation and people are having, Slim Kim has finally responded to people, and this is what she has to. We're going to get to it. I personally have a lot to say about this story, this situation. I have my own thoughts, but let's go hear what Slim Kim has to say, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Once again, I am the victim of saying the wrong thing out loud on this app. And I would just like to say that my 30-second video saying that my favorite thing to be is skinny was a joke. Okay, and this is coming from someone who has had chronic cankle and fat face. Okay, I was just making fun of the fact that I figured it out. I figured out how to lose weight in my face, and I figured out how to get rid of my cankles by going to bar and Pilates 5 times a week. So I am so damn sorry for pushing an unrealistic beauty, toxic, horrible beauty standard. I cannot believe that I have contributed to such a toxic conversation. And I would also like to add, moving forward, I will never, not one time, talk about my size ever again, or how I prefer to look, because I'm not allowed to talk about those things. And I have learned. So thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. Love you all so much.
You know, for me personally, I'm going to shut the.
Some people are saying that is an apology. Some people are saying that is not an apology. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think it is an apology? What are your thoughts about what she said and a response to the entire drama? Let me know your own thought down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thought. Okay? So come on, like this, I feel like this conversation is a conversation we need to have. And I know some people are saying that, oh, if she's slim, then she should be okay talking about it and all that. See, I understand. The crazy thing is that I understand both sides of the people that are offended by it and people that don't see anything wrong with it. And let me know which one are you. Do you feel like it wasn't what she originally said? Do you think it was offensive? Do you see anything wrong with it, or you don't see anything wrong with it? Let me know your own take. So for me personally, I see both sides. For me, I understand why people would take an offense to what she said, because it came off really arrogant, really braggadocious and all that. And there's, for me personally, sometimes it's good for you to blow your own on. But this is where I have an issue with it. Like for me, I'm just like, it's actually saying out loud. You saying it to yourself, your friends and all that is okay. But saying it out loud on the big wide internet, where you know there are a lot of people that have body dysmorphia and all that. And I know some people are saying that, oh boy, a big girl can come and say I'm big and I'm proud. This is the difference between a big girl coming to say I am big and proud and a slim girl coming to say I am slim and proud. Whether we want to admit it or not, the society already has a system in place that classify people, that led to different type of oppression and discrimination against people. It could be through the race, it could be the size of your body, it could be gender, but there's a level of discrimination. And whether yes, we're on the brown skin girl trend, we are on, oh, black girls are the thing, which I personally, I feel so we are the thing. But we know how society has set this thing up, that whether we want to admit it or not, or want to be on the la la land, is that skinny girls, there's privilege to it. There's privilege to being pretty. There's privilege to being white. There is a lot of privilege that comes with what society standard and different, even in terms of race and that's why people of color cannot say that they are black. The same way of somebody that is fat can say, it's just almost like a white person coming to say, someone that already has a privilege coming to say, I am proud of my privilege, which we all know that is a privilege already. And someone that does not have a privilege and is in the element of owning and knowing that they can't change anything about who they are and what they are, and owning it and being very braggadocious and very bold and loud about it is different. Just like a white person coming to say, did a video some time ago of somebody coming to say, I am white, I am white and I'm proud. And everybody was like, what does that mean? Da, 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 da. It's same thing here. The same way white people, if they say I am white and I'm proud and people give them the side eye, it's the same way a black person will say I am black and I'm proud of it and being loud about it, and it's being encouraged. You know your privilege as a skinny girl. You know your privilege as a pretty girl. So you coming to rub it in people's face, for me, just seem really genuine, especially when you know that a lot of people suffer because of that privilege you have, and you coming to rub it in your face. For me, like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to make somebody like, okay, put someone down? Or I get it, she's talking about her body, I get it, but that does not equate to it. I personally, I have always been a very petite young woman. I've always looked way younger than my age and all that, growing up and all that. But also, I know that discrimination that comes from not being pretty. And one thing people forget to realize, especially when you're young, like when I was young, I was super skinny. I was super skinny that it was even a concern medically that they have to put me on a strict diet so that I can add weight. A lot of people don't understand the discrimination, which I also feel, and that insecurity that comes when you look yourself in the mirror and you're not the society standard of beauty, especially as young girls, and knowing that there's a lot of young girls on social media consuming and looking at content like this, it is very harmful. This is why I give it a side eye. I growing up personally, I was very super skinny. Like I said, it was very concerning issue where they have to take me to the hospital to make sure I was on a strict diet to gain weight. But looking back at it, I knew how insecure I was around myself, my body, and all that. And that actually really messed you up and also lead you to some really dark path and making poor decisions in life. So when you don't feel your best and there are things like this letting you know that something is wrong with you, you are not this beauty standard of society, it really mess up with you mentally. So hearing someone like her coming out loud to come like really like, oh, my most favorite thing to do or to be is being skinny. I love being skinny. Like, girl, you know you're skinny. Even your username is skinny. We know you're skinny. We know you love being skinny. You don't have to rub it on people's face because you know the privilege has come from being skinny. And whether anybody want to disagree or not, they are privileged to being pretty. They are privileged to being mixed. They are privileged to be white. There's even privilege to be a black person in America, to be a black person from Africa. There's privilege. So there's that hierarchy. There is that discrimination that goes on. So for you to come rub it off on the people that already feel some type of way, and especially with things that they cannot change, because some people's them being big and fat, it comes from, some of them it's not even what they eat. Some of them it could be health issues that they cannot work out, they cannot do anything about it. Some people, they are born with it. So yeah, just allow, let's just be respectful. Like, be proud of who you are. Don't get me wrong, I'm one of those people, like, I'm proud of who I am, what I am. I'm proud of it. But you can be proud about who you are without bringing other people down, or without you making other people feel some type of way. That is where that respect I always speak about here on this channel comes from. You can be you can be proud of you and still be very respectful to other people, and take other people's feelings into consideration. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section, share your thoughts, share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We are banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.